Hello everyone and welcome back to Dragalia Foundry, a fan channel where everything Dragalia Lost can be found. Happy 2nd anniversary of Dragalia Lost, everyone! It's crazy to think it's been 2 years since we started on this journey. I am very excited about it, so I wanted to make this video as more of a casual look to show me logging in for the first time. I'm going to get my login bonus, I'm going to do my free daily tenfold on the new Gala banner with all of the past Gala characters, and to round things out, I've also prepared my 2 clears on the level 2 Omega raids for the Fractured Futures Revival, using a team of some of my favorite characters. So that's the plan for today. It's a break from the guides that I've been cranking out the past couple days. Version 2.0 has been a lot to wrap our heads around, and I think it's nice to take a breather at times like this, appreciate the anniversary itself, appreciate the anniversary music, the background, all of the notices that we get. But that's the plan for today. And of course, I want to thank all of you for being here with me for however long it's been. And for some of you, I know it's been the entire 2 years. So it's incredible that we've been on this journey together. It's been a blast, thanks to the community, to make videos about this game and to get to cover it. So I'm really grateful for that, and I just want to express that. I'm looking forward to the next year of Dragalia Lost as well, just because it's wild to me. It's still so wild to me how much has been updated, and expect some more guides and scripted content too, but for today, it's just going to be a fun look at what's going on here. So I'm reading through the notices to start things off, just kind of like glossing over these. But there's a lot of things that weren't in the digest that are in these notices. Like, for example, there are some double drops coming up for the High Dragon trials, as well as for Volk and Kayan co-op in the Yagito Uprising. Currently, there's triple drops for rupees, for rewards from Avenue to Power. The campaign is half stamina, and Gather Wings are on double recovery. Like, there's a ton of events going on throughout the month, and I actually saw a really helpful post over on Reddit with a calendar, so I will definitely link to that in the description below so you have access to that too. Let's check out some of these anniversary packs, since I saw the notice about that. Okay, these look pretty much like what was in the Dragalia Digest, so we kind of know the deal with these. If you want to support the game, go for it. It's not necessary. I mean, we're going to get 330 free summons over this next month, so it's totally up to you. You can do all the content in this game without spending any money, but if you want to get all the characters or use these to make your life a little easier, it's fine to make purchases like that as well if that's something within your means and that you want to do. I'm very tempted to do it. Here's the Worm Sigil system. This is new, so this is called Sparking often. Basically, this will let you guarantee a certain character after lots of summons, but do keep in mind, there's also a separate platinum happening, where you could randomly get a character but not pick a particular one, and that doesn't count toward the Worm Sigil, so do be careful about that. Let's check the appearance rates tab, since, alright, yep, looks like it. I heard that for this gala, nothing is on a raid up. That is actually a little bit of a disappointment. What that means is, even though they're here in the Worm Sigils, you aren't necessarily more likely to summon them along the way toward your count of 300 sigils, where you could actually trade for one of them. It's going to be totally random what you get from summoning on this. So unless you're really, really brand new and you don't have anything, this showcase might be more of a skip, or if you are willing to go all the way, just for the sake of picking one of those particular characters. Anyway, one nice thing is we all at least get to do a little bit of summoning on this, because we get 3 of our free tenfolds on this showcase over the next 3 days, so nice. On our first tenfold, we're already getting a 5-star. A good way to celebrate the anniversary, so let's see what it is. Looks like a dragon. I wouldn't mind Horus. I've kind of been wanting to try out Horus. Oh, look! Wow, the cel-shaded style looks really good on the summon showcase. I'm digging this. Let's see what dragon we get, and then I'll give some more thoughts on the cel shading. But look, it looks really good when the characters flip over like that. Okay, Epimetheus is a dragon I didn't have max unbound, so that's a nice unbind pickup for me. Especially since it's totally free. But what I wanted to say about the cel shaded look is, I've been liking it on my iPad. Sometimes on my phone, it does look a little bit funny. There are certain things, like Yuden's hair for me, for some reason it just looks a little bit funny and a little bit strange. But for the most part, I would say I've been liking it. There are other parts of the update I haven't even really checked out, like the Battle Royale I did one video on, but I really want to get into playing that. Like, there's just been so much to do. Oh, and if you're wondering, I have not yet decided if I'm going to go for Gala Cerise on this. I've just barely been trying to, like, reform my teams, redo my worm prints and weapons and stuff. That has occupied most of my time outside of making those guide videos. But anyway, we're here on the Fractured Futures raid page. I actually had not unlocked Omega prior to today, but I just got the 3000th emblem that I needed for gold to unlock the Omega key. So what I'm going to do is I will probably play the Omega solos and level 1 raids off camera, and then I will cut back in when I have the Omega 2 raids unlocked so I can share those with my favorite team, of course. Let's check out the rewards really quick, just to confirm what they are. And yes, the rewards for solo as well as the Omega level 1 are going to be pretty nice. You are getting a good way toward a Damascus ingot, or between them both, a full ingot. But for level 2, it's probably just Wormite, so don't worry too much if you can't do that one. Okay, I am back here with the Omega level 2 raid. Again, you get Wormite for doing this, as well as some honey. But if you are having trouble with it and want some help, you could go over to the Discord and probably find some players to play with. That's actually what I ended up doing for this video, so I want to shout them out and just say that that is part of what makes Dragalia Lost so fun to me. This is one of the things that helped me fall in love with Dragalia Lost, was this type of friendly co-op play, where you have your buddies, your crew together, and you're taking on a raid boss or taking on some hard content together and barely making it by the skin of your teeth. And in this case, I don't think we're really ever in any peril, but I wasn't necessarily playing to perfection either, so there are a few dicey moments for my team of adventurers. Of course, I am using Yuden in my lead slot just to check out the dragon ramping strategy that's now possible, thanks to the Dragon's Boon Affinity on Wormprints. I thought that looked really cool, so I wanted to check that out. And in my other 3 slots, I have Eleonora here. Eleonora being the first ever adventurer I summoned, still one of my favorites to this day. I have Pietro. Pietro, of course, being kind of the point at which I got more into the endgame content of Dragalia Lost, so he has a special place in my heart. And I also just love his spirit. I feel like he is a great character. And finally, to round out my team after Pietro, I also have Nadine. So Nadine is a more recent favorite of mine, so I like to think of her as the future, going into the coming year of Dragalia Lost, you know, what other types of new characters are going to come out that I really like and really enjoy. She's not looking too good right now, so I don't know what that says about the future, but luckily I put Freya on Eleonora to heal everybody up for this raid, and Chronos Nyx, after breaking, really doesn't have too much longer to survive. Let's see if we can't finish him off here with Quester's Best. We'll save it for just the right moment. And yes, nice. Pietro got the KO. Alright, so that was the Kronos Nyx raid. Now let's switch over to the Kronos Raid. This one was a lot harder for me for some reason. My AI had a harder time surviving, probably due to how I was controlling them, but Nyx wasn't too bad. Regular Kronos, though, put me in a lot of trouble, so we'll load that one up next. Here's the rewards. You can see you also get 100 Wormite from the Endeavors page. They're the friends that joined me on this battle. And just look at this animation of Kronos. That is awesome. I love seeing that, especially with my crew there. My party of besties, that is the name of my team. And yeah, Kronos is a great example of where the cell shading I think really works and really pops. Yeah, just look at him. So for this fight, the thing that helped me out and helped me kind of comprehend it was definitely my teammates. So they shared with me, and they were using some stickers to alert us all, basically that you want to alternate between the hands at first and start with the left hand so that you're in the red area of effect on that first skill and you can iframe it or not take as much damage from it. And then eventually you'll switch to the other hand, and basically that's so you avoid the purple portion of that same move. I'm being a little fancy here, trying to shift between all my characters and show off all of them individually, because they're just some of my favorites, and that's why. But normally when you're letting your AI follow you around, that's less perilous, because the AI, when they're not in your control, well, they're a little bit better at protecting themselves than when you switch back and forth between them. Then they tend to be a little bit vulnerable because they kind of like stun up for a second after you switch. Well, we switched to that hand, and now it's time to switch to Nadine, so let's see what Nadine can do. I think she's going to iframe here to protect the whole team with a snappy selfie. But Eleonora, why? I don't have a Freya up either. So this next part is one that tended to wipe me out. First, the slaughtering ray happens, right, and does all these purples, and then a big purple will happen in the middle of the screen. My AI just kept standing in this, so what I tried to do was run toward the back so they would disengage. They ended up both getting caught in it despite that, but luckily in this particular run, they happened to survive, so it was all good. I just needed to heal them up. I did not have a Freya to do so, though. And Nadine was, again, just like in the last round, looking in peril. But luckily, we got Freya, we got some healing going, and the rest of this raid was pretty much us just wailing on Kronos. I'm really excited about the upcoming raid. I've heard that on the TGS game live stream, they showed some footage of the new characters. They showed Gala Zena, as well as High Midgard Stormer 0, so that's something to really look forward to. And yeah, we just have a full month of double drop events, free summons. Like, this September, October period is going to be one of the best periods for Dragalia Lost, I feel. So I'm really looking forward to just checking that out slowly over time. I suppose there are still a few things I'd like to make guide videos on, but for now, expect more of this type of content from me, like checking out new stuff, reading new notices as it comes. There's all sorts of things to discuss. Like, I haven't even talked about the mana spirals. I don't know if I'll get around to that, but we'll probably have to do that after kind of absorbing more of the character rebalancing, because it's all so different. But I think that's going to do it for today. So anyway, y'all, happy 2nd anniversary of Dragalia Lost. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time.